If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
I fully endorse that message. Fully endorse the message. If you're not happy in this country, you can leave. Nobody is keeping you here. Nobody is holding you back. You know, that's one of the things that I really don't understand about the whole LA situation. You know, these people, oh, America's so terrible, or just liberals in general saying, America is so terrible. If America is so terrible, well, then go somewhere where it's great. I'll wait. Exactly. You won't leave because deep down, you know that there is no other country that is better than America. That's why they don't leave. You know, it's so annoying. It's so ridiculous. But of course, mainstream media is doing their best to try to spin this. And I want y'all to check out this clip from MSDNC.
On those public safety threats.
Jason, where the public, I think, thought they were getting what they thought they wanted. I mean, the New York Times Siena poll number on do you support deporting adjudicated violent criminals is pretty high. The number is 87%. The numbers for deporting people who have not committed crimes, who are married to Americans, who have been here a long time, or who have jobs here, who have kids here, are all less than 15% of all Americans. So it appears from what we understand about the folks they're targeting people in operations that have the support of less than 15% of all Americans. How do you operationalize the U.S. military in an operation with such minority support from such an extreme part of the country? How much risk are we putting our men and women of the military in?
It is going to amplify the risk to federal law enforcement, to ICE agents, because...
Did y'all catch what she was doing there? Trying to make it sound and seem as if we want people that are here illegally here for good simply because they have a family, simply because they came here illegally and had a kid. Like, no, I want them deported. But I'll take a poll. I'll ask all of you. So comment below. Do you want simply the violent criminals deported, or do you just want illegals in general deported? Doesn't matter who they are or where they came from or their situation. If they're here illegally, they should be deported. Do you agree with that, or do you just want the violent criminals deported? Let me know in the comment section. Let's take a little poll. All right, let's take a little poll. And, you know, I know this is a lie because of just common sense, right? Because if you truly felt that only 15% of the country agreed with Uncle Trump, then why not let him do it and anger the entire country, and then you win in the midterms? Why do you seem so frustrated on mainstream media about this? You see what I mean? Because logic would tell you, common sense would tell you, well, if this guy is doing something that only 15% of the country agrees with, I'm just going to let him destroy himself. And we're going to run ragged all over the GOP come the midterms. That's just common sense to me, but it's not the truth. That's why they won't do it. They know most of the country agrees. But I want to dive into some more clips. Listen. When I'm scrolling through social media, all I'm coming across are clips of LA. So yeah, that's going to be the topic of discussions today, because apparently it's still a hot topic. I figured it would kind of, fizzle out after a while, because this is what the left does. It's whatever, deport them all in my humble opinion, but it's a hot topic. So let's keep on talking about it. First clip, check out this black woman.
I just feel like if you could come here and riot another country's government, another country's laws, tear down that country's cities all the time, all the while you're waving your flag, the flag of a country you're fleeing from, why not go back to that country and do the same thing to y'all government? Why not go and riot and burn down y'all cities to protest y'all own government for having to flee that country? Why come to a country that y'all fleeing from and burn it down because of our laws? When the same thing y'all doing here to our government, y'all can go and do it to y'all government for a better country, a country y'all wouldn't have to flee from. Why don't y'all put that same energy into y'all own government and into y'all own politics, into y'all own economy? Why don't y'all do that there instead of coming here and ruining our cities, terrorizing our agents? Like, I don't know.
She brings up a great point. She brings up a fantastic point, and I'm gonna get to it because there's more.
You know what's crazy? crazy when it comes to illegal immigrants is they're willing to fight police officers and federal agents in the United States, but they weren't willing to fight their own corrupt country's government for a better life so they can maintain and stay in their own homelands. Make that make sense.
Well, young ladies, I'm gonna make it make perfect sense with just this one clip. Here is Exhibit A.
What would happen if I came to Mexico and I refused to leave and I assaulted police officers and I was waving an American flag and I was cursing, chanting, death to Mexico? My friend, what would happen to me?
Well, if you were in a big circle of people, you will get viciously attacked, and then you will get arrested, and then you will take into prison because and this is a lot of the situations with the people that are protesting right now in the United States of America. They do not know how they are affecting our nation in Mexico. In the Constitution of Mexico, in Article 54 bis of the Constitution says that you cannot tamper with our flag, and if you tamper with our flag, you will be taken to prison according to Article 288 of the Constitution of Mexico. So these radical mercenary activists who are using our flag and burning the American flag, they're actually affecting us. So if that would be the case of you coming to Mexico and burning the Mexican flag and protesting, you will be immediately be taken into custody and taken to federal prison.
That's why. They know what will happen to them in some of these other countries. Now, that was just Mexico. Some of these other countries, you do that there? Yeah, sayonara. I'll see you never, because you're going to disappear. We ain't going to ever see you again. One day we might find your bones somewhere, but we won't see you, okay? All we're going to find is a sack of bones, a pile of bones. That's it. That's it. But that's why they do it. They know they can't do it on their own soil. And in America, which is kind of crazy because America is like a country that will allow you to do it without just ramrodding you. If you're out peacefully protesting, you can peacefully protest all you want to, all day, every day. All day, every day. But you go to some of these other countries, man. All that stuff goes out the window. But, this brother here brought up a point that I've said before, and y'all can let me know how you feel about it. Check it out.
With the best idea ever. So this is for the Trump administration. This is what I think you guys should do. And I think it's a great idea. Check it out. So I think that any American citizen who is not pleased with this country or whoever doesn't want to live here, I think that you should give them a flight anywhere they want to go in this world, but they can't come back. And I'll be happy to pay that as a tax-paying citizen. And I think a lot of tax-paying citizens wouldn't mind. Like, we can give our tax-paying dollars to whoever want to leave this country. Whoever's not happy with this country, give them a one-way flight to any place that they want to go, but they can't come back. I think y'all should put that out there, and let's see who's going to leave. Because if we want to try to keep the people happy in America, don't we? So whoever don't want to be here, let's give them a flight out of here, a one-way flight. They can't come back. And I think the taxpayers...
I agree with that. And I've said it before. I think we should propose spending our tax dollars on a flight ticket for anybody and everybody who thinks America is such a terrible place and they have a better place to go to. Matter of fact, I'll take it even a step further. We'll get them a flight, one-way ticket, and we'll cover 6 months of their rent. 6 months. Give you a little bit of time to get on your feet in your new country. But as he said, you have to renounce your U.S. citizenship. You ain't coming back. Nope. But we'll pay for it. We'll pay for it. I will gladly, if I was in Congress, I would gladly support that bill. Gladly. With glee. Support that. Where do I sign? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Bring it. ASAP. Would y'all agree with something like that? Let me know in the comments. I think it's a phenomenal idea, personally. Phenomenal idea. Now, of course, Democrats are going to riot and protest that, of course, especially Democrat politicians, because it's mainly their own party, their own constituents who would want to sign up to leave. But that's just me. There's more clips, though.
all in favor of deporting Los Angeles citizens that are defacing property, burning down buildings, burning down cars, breaking into cars, all because they're trying to defend people that shouldn't have been here in the first place. So if you want to defend them so badly, get all your money, get all your belongings, jump in the back of the van with them and just go.
Can't argue with that, man. I cannot argue with that at all. Jump on in and go. Jump on in and go. If you love them so much, hop on in. Bye-bye.
Bro, you came here illegally, so you're getting sent back. Like, I'm not really understanding where I'm supposed to feel bad. Like, it's the law. Like, what? Am I missing something? Like, we also can't do that. We can't go to other countries illegally and just pop up and start working and all of that without things in order, without abiding by their laws. And to be honest, it's a much worse punishment if we end up doing that. I feel like America is being generous. Y'all are getting caught and then being sent by a plane or sent by a bus back home. That's pretty generous if you ask me. Like, if I go to Russia and try to pull that off, I might not come home. They might lock me up for 50 years for trespassing. Like, I'm confused. The media is trying to make us feel bad, and they're like, oh, this person was 15 years old. He was a hard-working boy. He was in high school, blah, 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 and he was an illegal immigrant from Guatemala. Bro, you lost me. You lost me. He's illegal. So I'm sorry. Like, that's just what happens. I can't feel bad no more. Everything you said before that is disregarded. I'm sorry.
Now that's exactly right. They'll give you the sob story. He was just a high schooler, or he had a family and kids and everything, and he was an illegal from, like you said, El Salvador. And like he said, bro, once you say illegal, everything you said before that goes right out the window. I don't care about a bit of it. He had the whole family. Don't care. He's an illegal. Deport him immediately. Right now. Today. Within the hour, matter of fact. Deport this guy. Deport. All right? Goodness gracious. This stuff is ridiculous, man. And you know what's even crazier? Beyond just the and I'm gonna take the audio out of this. Beyond just them simply protesting, right? This is what they chose to do as well. Now, I don't know, you can't really see it that well anymore because, of course, they spray painted all over it. This is a mural of Kobe Bryant and Gigi, his daughter, that passed away in the helicopter crash. What was that, 4 years ago? 3 years ago? Man, it's so crazy. Feels like that just happened yesterday. Now, regardless of how you feel about Kobe, bro, this business owner had this, and it looks like this business owner as well, because you can see the blue and purple for the Lakers wrapping around. This business owner had this on his business. His business. And these folks who were protesting ICE thought it would be a great idea to go and deface this man's artwork on his business. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This Kobe Bryant has passed away, and as well as his daughter. Rest in peace to both of them. And if that's what you see as protesting, going and defacing someone's mural on their business that they own, come on now, stop it with the nonsense. Stop it. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. You do that in any other country, one, you're going to jail, but two, in some countries, we'll never see you again, ever. Whether that's because they're going to throw you in prison for 70 years, or they're going to make sure that you're put 6 feet in the dirt. Anyway, shout out to AJ Sanchez. I believe that's his name. Yeah, AJ Sanchez, because he's definitely 1,000% correct on this one. Check it out.
The ICE riots happening in Los Angeles. What the did you guys think was going to happen? You all are looting, burning cars, defacing murals, attacking law enforcement officers. I'll tell you what you thought was going to happen. Nothing. Because unfortunately, there hasn't been consequences to your actions for quite some time now. That is the standard that has been set forth from not only the previous administration, but from weak leadership such as Gavin Newsom. Somehow the previous administration convinced millions of illegal immigrants that they could come into this country undocumented and it would be nothing but rainbows and butterflies. Newsom, President Trump wouldn't have to deploy the National Guard if you had a backbone and enforce law and order within your state. And then these same left-wing politicians will so confidently flip the script and gaslight us into believing that we're the ones that are in the wrong. The current administration are the ones that are in the wrong, for thinking that there should be legal action if you break the law. And then he's an authoritarian, he's a dictator. No, the free-for-all is just over, and you're finding out that there are consequences to your actions. How are you mad at the current administration and law enforcement within this country, but not mad at the politicians that lied to these people and convinced them that it was okay to break the law? Oh my goodness, y'all, I took like a day-and-a-half break from social media, and I don't even know where to start to catch up with everything that has happened. I love you guys.
Shout out to AJ, man. But yeah, he's 1000% correct. 1000%. There hasn't been consequences for their actions, and now there are. And you know something else that I've seen? I've seen clips of people saying anybody who is for deporting these illegals, all of a sudden we hate Mexicans. Like, you just hate Mexicans. You just hate blah, 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 blah. Like the same thing that liberals always do. They always do this whole thing where, well, you just hate this group or you hate that group. First off, Mexicans aren't the only people that are being deported. I don't know if you knew, but anybody who is here illegally on American soil will be deported and should be deported, and I am all for it. It's not just Mexicans. It's not just Mexicans. Millions upon millions of people from other countries have also come here, okay? That's first thing. It ain't just Mexicans. Second thing, that is an absolutely ridiculous statement. I all of a sudden hate Mexicans because I want anybody who's here illegally deported. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. Listen, if Trump started deporting any Mexican that was here legally, I'd be the first person to stand up against it. Anybody who is here legally should not be deported. But if you're here illegally, oh yeah. Oh boy, round them up. Matter of fact, if I see you on the corner, bro, I'm calling Uncle Trump immediately. Hey Trump, hey, I got him on hey, this corner right here. I'm gonna send you my location. Like, I'm calling them ASAP. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what's your background, what's your situation here, how long you been here. I don't care if you've been here for 50 years. If I catch you, you're getting deported. I'm calling Uncle Trump immediately. You know, this stuff is ridiculous. Oh, you hate Mexicans. No, I don't. No, I don't. Stop it. Stop it with this bullshit, man. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what it is. Just a load of crap. Anyway, y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions on all of this in the comment section below. Make sure you guys hit that like button for the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.